Hello, my star family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and also share to all the people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it with this pick a card reading. So before I even get into it, I do want to say I do have a new deck, and all the decks that I use will be in the description box below. I know somebody asked, and it was only one deck that I didn't have a link for because I got that from Five and Below. But this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and that will be linked down in the description box below. I got it from Amazon. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the POW picking, and yeah, I do want to say before I even get into it and pick the three POWs, it's gonna be three POWs. I do want to give you guys and send you guys love and healing during this time because I'm telling you guys that I'm part of the collective as well, and this like these few days, it has been a lot harder, going through this next season because it feels like it's a shedding of an old layer of myself and walking into a season where I'm not sure where exactly I'm heading into. Like, we're literally in the process of shedding our old identity, and we're coming into a season where we don't know who all will be with us. We don't know who all new people will show up. We don't know what it's going to look like. And honestly, your ego can get so scared. And these past few days, it's gotten better, but the past few days, it was just like I was feeling like anxious and fearful and nervousness from like trying to figure out like, okay, where is this coming from? So I literally had to sit with my emotions and just be like, okay, what is going on? Why am I scared? Why am I nervous? But the thing that's scared is your ego. Like, imagine something that, you built up here, you built up your whole identity, and now that you're about to step into a new timeline and you're about to step into a new version of yourself, your ego is scared because your ego doesn't know. At first I thought it was my inner child, and I was just like, wait, no, my inner child is optimistic. My inner child likes change. My inner child doesn't mind that. So it's the ego. The ego is the one that's scared of the newness, all the newness that's about to unfold during the season. And with March just beginning, we already been feeling the energy of the newness. And so if right now in this period you are feeling nervous and anxious about what's to come, I'm here with you, and you are not alone. And I'm sending healing and love your way during this time, because the shedding, that whole breakdown and everything, like, that's tough. But when that breakthrough happens, when that rebirth happens, that's when you're excited of all that's to come. So I just want to say, my love, and say that, it gets tough, but it will get better. All right, so now let's get right into it with this pick a card. So we will have three pals, and I won't unveil the cards until we get to the reading, okay? So, all right, Spirit, what three cards does the collective need during this time? What three cards? Oops. I guess it's a flip. That's pile 1. All right, can I get pile 2, please? This is pile 2. All right, Spirit, can I get pile 3, please, and thank you. All right, and this is pile 3. All right, so go ahead and take as long as you need to go ahead and use your intuition to choose from whichever pile is calling you at this time. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. If you do need help, you can go ahead and go to Google, and they can generate a pile number for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go right into it with the silent meditation. And if you guys want to go ahead and skip the silent meditation, all the timestamps will be down in the description box below. So I will see you guys later. Hello, pal number one. All right, so let's see what card that you guys chose. You guys chose the building blocks. All right. So, straight off the back, I'm getting you guys are in the phase of building, so rebuilding. So, I just talked to you guys about how, you know, the whole breakdown. And in my last reading, I spoke about, the tower moments. So during this time period, if things have been, breaking down and things have been, the structure has been falling and everything has just been out of your control and you've been allowing the divine to go ahead and break down anything that needs to break down. Right now, Spirit is saying that this is not for nothing. You guys soon will be building. If not, you guys already been doing that now during this time period. You guys have been rebuilding and putting in new structures, more sturdier and stable foundations, so that in the coming future, it wouldn't be rocky and it wouldn't be easily broken down just like it was before. And this goes for friendships, relationships, actual business endeavors or creative endeavors, whatever the case may be for you guys. I feel like you guys have been in a lot of turmoil during this time period, and I literally talked about shedding an old layer of yourself. So the reason that it has been so much and it has been a whirlwind of emotions of, people leaving and losing control of a lot of things, Spirit is saying because they're trying to help you build a sturdier foundation. So I do also want to go ahead and read what it says in the Wisdom of the Oracle guidebook as well. And let's see if anything else comes up that I didn't touch on. All right. Also, I see it's a card number 28. And with the 2 and the 8, that simplifies to a number 10. And that 10 speaks on completion. So literally, Spirit has already confirmed, like, you guys have been completing a cycle. And now it's time for you guys to build a new cycle. All right. So it says, the essential meaning for building blocks is a strong foundation, a beautiful work in progress. You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core values. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as a solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. All right, so pile number 1. You have to be mindful of your core values, your ethics, your morals, okay? And this goes with everything. Like they said, relationships, friendships, business, career, whatever the case may be for you guys. You guys have to look at your core values and see what will stand the test of times. All right. So right now, because everything is falling, you guys can be analyzing what went wrong, why things went wrong, and you guys are seeing how to go about it in the future and how to rebuild. So I love this card for you guys because this is beautiful. You guys can see what went wrong and actually take that initiative to make things better in the future, to see how things can last a lot longer and sustain, the test of times. All right, pile number 1. So now let's see what spirit animal can be helping you during this time period of you, rebuilding, okay? All right, Spirit, what does pile number 1, what animal can they channel during this time period to help them in their rebuilding phase? All right, so you guys got the frog, and that talks about prosperity. It says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Come on. Pile number one. You guys have prosperity on your side. Okay. Like, this is already reiterating everything. You guys shouldn't worry about the past and worry about who all fell off and what all you lost, because it doesn't matter. There's a reason why, everything had to fall off and everything had to crumble. You guys are building a legacy. You guys are welcoming prosperity. So that's why the people, places, and things that surround you at this time period had to leave you, okay? Opportunities will soon come to your door. You have to be open and ready and be receptive to receiving these opportunities. All right. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune awaits you, pile number one. All right. Don't worry about the past and don't be depressed about, why things have to happen the way that it did. Everything is happening for your greater good, and you have to realize that. Look at the bigger picture of things. I know being in it and feeling your pain and feeling the heartbreak of the loss that happened, that is so valid. Your emotions are valid, but also know that you shouldn't stay in the negative emotions of, woe is me, they left me, they abandoned me, they rejected me. It doesn't matter. This all had to happen so your true abundance can come in, so your true fulfillment can come in, pile number one. All right. So be mindful of the bigger picture. And I hope I'm able to give you more clarity on why things had to happen the way that it did in this time period for you guys. All right. So now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right, Spirit, what does pile number one need to hear right now? All right, what does pile number one need to hear during this time period? Please and thank you. All right, what does pile number one need to hear? All right. So the first card that came out is a card number 30. It says, walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your path. All right. And even with this card, the reason why I'm probably getting is the reason why these structures and these foundations and these friendships and these relationships ended for you guys is because you guys probably were drifting onto somebody else's path. You guys were trying to merge onto somebody else's path. And I'm talking to myself as well, because I had a habit of doing this in the past of I'm all about community. So whenever I see somebody and I'm just like, oh my goodness, we think the same, we like the same things, I'm always just like, yes, let's do this together. Let's create something together. But honestly, that's probably not in the cards for them, And it's important for you to walk your own journey. Everybody has their own individual path, and there is going to come a time where, you might meet somebody that has the same goals as you and y'all are aligned. But throughout life, you have a lot of times where there's people that aren't aligned with your journey. Your journey is completely different from their journey. Their legacy is different from your legacy. So it's important for you to stay on your own path. Don't drift onto anybody else's path and what they see and their vision, because their vision is their vision. You receive your vision, and the vision that you received is something that they have no idea. They aren't able to materialize that onto earth because it's not for them to do that. It's your vision. It's your path. You have to stay on your own journey. Okay, pile number one. And then the second card that came out is a card number 26. It says, everything is as you've created. All you create offers you lessons in life. All right. So pile number one. So if you guys have been like, why did this happen? What's going on? This and that. You have to remember that you are the creator of your reality. The reason why these friendships, these relationships, these jobs, did not last or it didn't sustain for a long time is because you created it that way. Whether it's from your mistakes or your pushing or whatever the case may be for you. You know, it could be your trauma that you projected onto somebody else or whatever the case may be. You know, everybody has their different reasons, and it can be even past that. It can be because you made a contract with that person for it to not be as long as it should be. You know, sometimes these contracts are short. You know, these contracts are brief, and that's okay. They fulfilled the contract. The reason why, you know, that person left you or this person rejected you is because you set it up that way. You set that person up to activate you, basically. Because a lot of times we can overgive and we can overshare and we can, you know, try to hold on so hard because of the fear of abandonment, you know, that your inner child has within you. So a lot of times that person has to reject you or push you away in order for you to pour into yourself. So remember that everything that you see around you is something that you created for yourself. Okay, pile number one. And if you want to create another reality, you want to create a different reality, then you have to change. You know, and something that is popping up in my head is from Joseph Spencer, and he says, in order to create a in order to create your own personal reality is that you have to change your personalities, because it says your personality creates your own personal reality. So it's up to you to change yourself in order to see a different reality. So I've been seeing a lot of stuff. It's all about the mind, and the mind is so powerful, and I loved like hearing new things about the mind and how to expand your consciousness and how to change your reality, because that's so important. If you're stuck in an environment with limited beliefs and people that think limited, then you aren't able to think of anything higher than their limit, you know, because you're stuck in a limited thinking and they're stuck in a limited thinking. All right, so hope that helps for you guys. Definitely look into Joseph Spencer and how he speaks about like the consciousness and everything like that. Like we're all expanding our consciousness. So it's important for us to be aware and take accountability for the things that we create into our lives. Okay. So now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right. So Spirit, what does pile number one need to hear right now? What does pile number one need to hear during this time period? All right, I'm hearing that's it. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Empress, we have the Moon in reverse, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so starting off with the Empress and the Moon in reverse. So this ties into when I said you are the creator of your own reality. She has a whole world that she needs to birth into her reality. She wants to materialize everything, every thought, every creation that she has within her mind, and she wants to materialize that into her reality. The problem is, as you see with the Moon in reverse, the Moon upright speaks on hidden emotions, hidden feelings, you know, limited beliefs that are hidden. You know, it's not coming up to the surface. So in reverse, it speaks on, you know, these emotions, these limited beliefs are coming up to the forefront. Why is it that you aren't able to create the reality that you envision in your mind? It's because you have limited beliefs that you have from that you've agreed to from when you were younger. You know, if somebody told you, oh, you're not able to do this, and they projected fear onto you, you agreed to that reality that they gave to you. That's why you're not able to create a reality that you truly desire. All right, so all of these things are coming up for you, especially with the full moon coming up in Virgo. That's going to happen on March 7th. these things are going to come up, especially with these Piscean energy. That's why we have been feeling all these emotions and feeling anxious, feeling nervousness and anxiety, and all of these things have been coming up to the surface. It's in order for us to be aware of our limited beliefs, aware of why we're feeling the way that we are, so we can then go on to create a life that we desire. All right. So with the Three of Pentacles, this letting go of these limited beliefs and changing your mindset, because it's all a mindset thing, not worried about how anybody is going to view you, not worried about what people say and how people see you, and because that shouldn't stop you from doing what you truly want to do. Okay. Point number one, you want to create a reality that you love. You want to do things that you love. Okay. And with this is how you step into your power. This is how you bring that light that, that was shoved into darkness. This is how you're able to walk into your light. This is how you're able to be a light being so you can guide others. All right. So doing what you love, creating what you love, being of service, this is how you're stepping into your power. And this is how you're showing up as your authentic self, pile number one. All right. No matter if you're too bright for other people, okay, they need to wear some sunshades. Okay. Oh, well, do not dim your light for anybody else. Do the things that you love, regardless of how anybody else view you, because it does not matter at the end of the day. All right, pile number one. And with that, once you operate in this, once you create and do things that bring you joy, you're walking in the Chariot. This is balance. This is harmony. This is yin and yang energy being in harmony. So the yin is being receptive, receiving, and the masculine, the yang, is doing those things, putting those things into action. They both have to be in balance. You can't just sit around and hope and pray that, your things will come into reality. No, you have to put these things into actions so it can be materialized into reality, okay? Into your reality, okay? Pile number one. And this is why the Chariot is coming up. You guys want this to be a reality where you love, where you enjoy waking up and doing something that you love to do, despite what anybody else thinks of you. This is the reality. This is the goal for you guys. So it starts off with putting those building blocks, doing the hard things. The foundation is always hard to do. The foundation is always hard to start with, but it's because it has to be sturdy. How can you get here if you're not paying attention to your foundation? If you're not paying attention to people around you that are no longer helping you evolve? You have to let those people go so you can build a much sturdier foundation, pile number one. And channel the frog energy, to help you bring prosperity to your doorsteps, okay? Abundance is already within you. You already are abundant. You have to believe that. Like I said, it's a mindset thing. You have to believe that you are abundant so abundant can come to your doorstep, all right? So now if you do have any questions for your angels and your spirit guides, we're going to go ahead and answer those questions for you. So go ahead and think of it, and we'll see what your spirit and your angels say. All right. I don't even, listen, do I want to get one more? Let's see. Let me see if I want to get one more. Spirit. All right. So it gave me 3 cards. First card that came out says yes. All right. So whatever question that you have regarding a person, place, or a thing, the answer is yes. And the next card that came out says, let go. Let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, pile number one. You already know what to do. All right. Let go of these things that are holding you back. All right. And the last card that came out says perfect timing. So you have to continue pouring into yourself, letting go, cutting off people, place, and things that no longer serve you anymore, and wait in divine timing. In divine timing is when you will see your prosperity. In divine timing is when you will see all the fruits of your labor. Okay, pile number one. Literally, it might start off, it might look like it's a lot of work, but once you start getting going and doing the hard stuff, putting in those work, taking those action, letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, then it will get easy. The hard thing is to let go. Once you let go and you start building, like, oh, boom, 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 like that's when things will start picking up momentum, okay? Do the necessary work so you can bring your prosperity to the forefront, pound number one. But that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye. Hello, pound number two. Welcome. So let's see what card you chose. All right, pound number two. So it says you chose a new life. All right. And this is the card number 39. All right. So let's go ahead. Based off what I'm seeing right now, like I feel like that's very much self-explanatory what it says. We have been shedding an old layer of ourselves and we're coming into a new life, okay? We are stepping into a new timeline. And that's why, like I told you guys, like my ego was getting frightened. My ego was getting nervous because it was just like, I'm walking into something. I have to trust the unknown. I don't know what's going on. Everything that I've, created, like this identity that I created throughout this whole time is leaving me, and the same goes for you guys. You guys are walking into a new timeline. You guys are walking into a new version of yourself, pound number two. Okay. And I'm here for it. Congratulations for choosing a new timeline, because I know people love to stay in the past and love to stay and hold on to people, places, and things that no longer serve them out of comfortability. But I'm getting you guys, pound number two. You guys have already done the work. You guys have let go of these people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And you guys might be in isolation. You guys may be, trusting and having faith that, better and a newer is arriving to you guys, okay? And I'm here to tell you guys that you guys are correct. New is coming. New opportunities are coming to you because you are stepping into a new life. Congratulations. I can't say that enough, okay? You have done the hard work. You have done the necessary work in order to get here, and you guys need to give yourself a pat on the back, okay? Because you had to do the shadow work. You had to do all the things, all the hard stuff. And it's not for nothing, all right? I'm telling you guys here, this is more confirmation that you guys needed to hear. So let's go ahead and read and see what else it says as you walk into this new life, pound number two. All right, so it says, the essential meaning says, birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your life, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. Pound number two, I'm just getting so excited for you guys because I have been feeling this energy. Literally, I'm sure the whole collective have been feeling the energy. We went through the breakdown. Now it's time for the breakthrough. Okay, pound number two. Literally in the time of spring. We are in the time of spring right now. It is March. We are in March, and that's why this newness has been coming up. And I hope you guys can feel my energy. I hope you guys have been feeling the energy for yourselves. Allow yourself to fill your hearts with enthusiasm. You made it, guys, okay? Like we stepped into a portal, okay? If y'all don't feel that, y'all don't feel this energy, we have been like anticipating the moment March has arrived, and and now we're here, and now it's time to relish and allow new ideas to inspire you, allow new opportunities to come to you guys. Pound number two, we deserve, all the newness, all the good fortune that is coming along our path. All right. So now that we know this, now that we're entering into a new life, let's see what spirit animal we need to channel to help us, guide us through this new life, because I know it can be scary and we can feel that we are alone. But pound number two, we are not alone. We have angels, we have spirit guides, we have spirit animals helping us during this time. I saw 444 on the clock, so you guys might be seeing 444, and that is a sign of protection. We are protected during this time period. Okay, so now let's see what spirit animal can we channel during this time to help us walk along this new journey. All right, spirit, what animal can pound number two help? Can pound number two channel during this time period? Please and thank you. All right, so let's see. All right, so we got the elephant. Once again, the elephant has come up in the last reading as well. So the elephant says, greatness, love is your strength, leadership is your path, your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve a success. All right, pound number two. So once again, this is even the wisdom of the oracle deck. So you got wisdom coming up twice. And if you've chose, I don't know what pile the elephant popped up in the last reading, but if this is the second time that you got an elephant, then listen, this is another sign. You guys might be seeing elephants around you, or you might see an elephant pop up, like from, different antiques or something like that. Then this is your sign. This is your sign. This is your reading, okay? That you have wisdom. You are on the path of leadership. Pound number two, you literally have to be the example, okay? And I speak on this a lot. A lot of times, we can be leaders and we feel like we want to drag people along with us but it's just no, it's not their path to be a leader. There's only a few percentage of leaders, okay? You'll have the followers, you'll have the leaders, you'll have the creators, you'll also have the observers, okay? So that's why I'm saying, you're on the path of being a leader, all right? And it's a hard path, okay? Because it's a lonely path. It's one of those lone wolves kind of path, okay? Where you have to take the time to seclude yourself and listen to your direction and listen to the divine and gain those wisdoms, gain those insights, so you can go ahead and go through onto the path. All right, pound number two. But you are greatness. You embody greatness. It's time for you to believe that, okay? Feel your power within you. It's time for the world to see just how powerful you are, okay? Your wisdom inspires people around you. It inspires everybody that just talks to you, anybody that you meet. Your wisdom inspires them and it lights a fire within them. That's how you know you're capable of great things. You embody greatness. So when you talk to somebody, you have a simple conversation with somebody, it lights a fire within them and it lights their greatness that they forgot within them. That's how you know you're so powerful. Pound number two. It's time for you to remember that. And if you need to call on the elephant to help you remember your greatness, do that, okay? Because you can overcome any problem. I know we've been going through hardships and stuff like that during this time period, but it's not for nothing. It's because you're a leader, all right? Everybody is not cut out to be a leader, but you guys are. And that's why it's been so hard. That's why it's been so trying, okay? Pound number two, hang in there. It's not for nothing. Your abundance is literally on the other side of this new life, all right? You're so close. You will naturally and easily achieve success. All right, once you do it, that's when everybody else wants to go ahead and do it, but you have to do it first. Don't allow people that's around you that want to remain stagnant and stuck, don't allow them to project fear onto you. You have to keep going, pile number 2. You got it, okay? So now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear during this time? What does pile number 2 need to hear during this time? Please and thank you. All right. What this, oop, got a lot of cards coming out. I'll just take 3 of them. Let me get one more card, Spirit. Just one more card. All right. So let's see. And what's coming to mind? You guys, I don't know if you guys may be seeing 333. I was going to say that before, getting 3 cards. So, all right. So the first card that came out is card number 4. And it says, stay the course. You are moving in the right direction. So with the card number 4 coming up, you guys might be seeing 444 as well, okay? So if you guys have been having doubts and stuff like that, Spirit is saying, I just saw 444 on the clock as well. That's double confirmation, you guys. Pile number 1 just got that message of 444 as well. And I told them it's about protection, that speaks on protection. So definitely listen to pile number 1 if you need to hear that message as well, okay? So it says, stay the course. You are moving in the right direction. So if you guys have been feeling doubtful about the path that you're heading on because it's been so lonely and it's been feeling stagnant and it's been feeling like, nothing is really happening right now, Spirit is saying, you are exactly where you need to be during this time period. You are exactly where you need to be, okay? Don't mind the 3D and what the 3D is going on, how we're looking at 3D. It don't matter what the 3D is looking like, because all of this is spiritual, okay? You can't see the things that's happening. You can't see all the, all the pieces to the puzzle that God is placing for you during this time period. All right. You still have to continue to have faith and stay the course. You are on the right direction. Okay. You are moving in the right direction. And if you see 1111, that's how you know, like confirmation that you are on the right path. All right. And the next card that came out is a number 5. If you guys have been seeing 3, 4, 5, this is actual confirmation for you as well, or descending or ascending numbers. Okay. It's the same thing. So it says, you are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. So pile number 2, literally with the 5 showing up and saying it's a new life, this is all about change. And it's saying that you are being called into service. That's why it's been so lonely, okay? That's why, because you are a leader, you have to lead the people, okay? You have to lead the people in whatever way is calling you to. You are being called into service. It's time for you to tap into your abilities, whether it's psychic, whether it's creative, whatever the case may be for you guys. Tap into your abilities and serve the people. All right. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling like, nothing is going on, it's because you're getting prepared to serve. Okay. So when you're in that season of serving, which is coming really soon, pile number 2, then you have to be mindful of how to ground yourself. Take this time to ground yourself and listen, because when things start happening and all these people start coming to you for advice or whatever the case may be for you, you have to be ready. And while you're helping them, you have to help yourself, and then you have to ground yourself as well. All right. So this is a time of preparation, so you can utilize your energy and see what all helps you and see what all won't be draining for you. So when people do start showing up to your doorstep and do start asking for advice, it won't be overwhelming for you, pile number 2. So take this time to love the little things, love nature, stay outside in nature, look at how life is, be grateful for where you are now, even when it's slow, because this is like a resting period, pile number 2, and you have to take advantage of that resting period. All right. And the last card that came out is a card number 34, and it says, let love be your guide. Live a life from love, guided by love. All right, pile number 2. So I'm already getting star seed, like star seed energy. You are a star seed. You live your life with love, and you are being called to tap into your star seed abilities to share the love to everybody that you meet. Okay, you are being called to use your wisdom and share your wisdom to people who come along your path. And whether this is through social media, whether this is through an actual, career, whatever the case may be for you guys, this is the reason why you have to embody love for yourself, so you can show it for other people who may be going through, these hardships and have been losing hope. Okay, you guys are starseed. You guys are light beings. You have to share the light that you've overcome from the darkness, and shine that light onto everybody else to give them hope, because there's a lot of people that have been going through depression, and mental health has been a hard thing right now. Mental health has been huge. The decline of mental health, with all this Piscean energy, that's when emotions come up and stuff. But it's up to you to be that light, so you can show up for people who may be losing hope during this period. Okay, pile number 2. So you have to pour into yourself. Utilize this resting period right now, so when the time comes and God says go, you're ready to go. All right, so now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Oops. All right. All right, so we have the 2 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Sun, and Justice. Okay, pile number 2. I really love this reading, okay? So starting off with the 2 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups. This speaks on, first of all, if you guys been seeing 222, this is a confirmation for you guys. You guys are on the right path. You guys are getting ready to be in union. So with the 2 of Pentacles, you started off not knowing which direction to go to. You were, 2 different things, 2 different energies was pulling you in 2 different directions. This can be 2 different interests or, opportunities, whatever the case may be for you guys. There was 2 different directions that you were kind of like confused on where to go, where to put your energy into. And with the 2 of Cups, it says that you guys finally found the thing that ignited your passion. You guys finally found something that brought your soul, your physical, your mind, body, and spirit into union, okay, with each other. You guys have been in union doing this thing that you love to do, whatever that is. So I'm not sure what it is for you. It can be tarot. It can be, something creative. It can be something artistic, whatever. You guys have found something that brought you joy and that overfilled your cup. There's a lot of times in the past where you were putting your energy into things that didn't give you that same energy back. Now you're walking into a new life where you have something, you have opportunities coming to your door where whatever you pour into that, you receive that back. Okay, pile number 2. And literally with the 8 of Pentacles and the Sun, you guys are literally an embodiment of joy, of happiness, okay? Doing something creative. This speaks on creation, inspiring ideas. You guys are literally in high vibration, not allowing, low vibrations or low vibrating energies to come to you, okay? Low vibrating people, places, and things, okay? You guys are not allowing this to come into your inner circle, okay? You guys are an embodiment of the Sun. And with the Sun, I'm a Leo. So, I'm getting happy about this. So you guys, you might be a Leo or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or even if you don't have fire in your chart like that, This speaks on you being that high vibe, you being the light, okay? I'm glad the sun is coming up because this literally confirms that you guys are light beings. You guys are supposed to be doing things that you love and sharing the things that you love to do to people. That's how you serve. That's how you're able to be in service. So it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like you're being drained by doing this. I love doing this for you guys, and this brings me joy, and by doing this, I'm getting poured into by hearing you guys' comments and just seeing how, my readings have been resonating for you guys. Like, I love hearing that. So definitely leave me more comments so I can reply to you guys, because that brings me joy. So you guys, pile number 2, might be finding something that brings you guys joy and that pours into your cup. All right. And with the justice coming up, this is saying, Spirit is saying everything is in balance. Okay. Everything has been justice has been served, okay? All those trials and tribulations that you've been through, people doing you wrong, people doing you dirty, people leaving you, people abandoning you, you're currently now getting the fruits of your labor, of all the trials and tribulations that you've been through, all the things that were that were hard to go through, all these emotions that you have to endure. It was not for nothing. Spirit saw you, Spirit was there with you while going through these hard emotions. Okay, you are not alone. Now justice is being served. Now you are getting the fruits of your labor. Okay, so that's why Spirit doesn't want you to give up, because your abundance is literally right around the corner. And you can come back to this reading of me saying this and, pop up married, engaged, whatever the case may be. Your divine partnership is coming in now, after going through so many, temporary people. And this is why, you are filled with happiness. Happiness is around you now, So pound number 2, like, I'm literally just happy for you. Like, I'm just like, I'm literally so happy for you. And I love this reading because you guys deserve all the happiness that's to come and more. Okay. Now, if you do have any questions for your angels and your spirit guys, we're going to go ahead and answer that for you guys right now. Go ahead and think of that question and we'll see what Spirit says. All right. All right. All right, so we got 2 cards. So the first card that popped up says the situation will improve. Pile number 2. How many confirmation do you guys need? Okay, I know you guys have been down and out right now, and Spirit is saying, look, trust in us, the situation will improve. And then the second card that came out says yes, like, this is the truth. Like, I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying to you guys. So if you guys have been like giving up and stuff, and you guys have been like, oh my goodness, it's just been getting worse and worse, know that it gets worse before it gets better. So that's how you can tell yourself. And I just saw 222 on the clock. That's how you know the time is near that you will enjoy this next period of your life, this new life. Pile number 2, your situation will improve. And Spirit said, yes, that's a fact. All right, but that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and also share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye. Hello, pound number 3. All right, so let's see what card you guys chose. So it says, go the distance. All right. And look, that's a cheetah, like going to the finish line. Honestly, I've been loving all 3 of these readings. Okay. Like, I haven't even begun pile number 3 yet, but y'all, pile number 2 was so beautiful. And I'm just like, even pile number 1 was beautiful as well. Like, it's all, I love it. I'm just here for it. Okay. So Spirit is saying, go the distance. Okay. Like, I'm getting from this card is that you guys have been going through it. Okay. Just the same, like pile number 1 and pile number 2. And you guys have been probably walking a lonely road during this time. And Spirit is saying, continue to go the distance. Finish what you started. Keep going. Don't allow what is being shown to you in a 3D, with people falling off, things, jobs, whatever the case may be, you losing jobs or whatever. Don't allow that to, sway you off this path. Spirit is saying you are about to cross. You are about to cross the finish line, pile number 3. You are almost there. And with the cheetah, it's time for you to use your endurance, use your strength, use your mobility, use your speed in order to get to that finish line. All right, you're almost there. Please do not give up, pile number 3. You got this. All right, and that's what I'm getting from this card. Okay, don't allow people, places, and things to like stunt your growth. You are meant to endure all of these hardships. It's up to you to keep going and go the distance. And I'm gonna also go ahead and read what it says in the Wisdom of the Oracle book. So let's see what it says, and that's a card number 47. All right, so it says endurance, strength, the long haul. It says to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the currents of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunity, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Pile number 3. Come on, okay? This, I think, in the last reading, I'm not sure if pile number 3 was the penguin, and that talked about being authentic. So that's even a synchronicity. I don't know if that was pile 2 or pile 3. Regardless, it speaks on you guys being true to yourself and your path, okay? You guys have to continue being authentic to yourself, okay? Don't allow the fluctuations of life with people coming and going, with obstacles appearing and disappearing. Don't allow that to sway you off your path. You are meant to go the long haul, okay? Life, like you said, is not a sprint. You are playing the long game, okay? This is chess, not checkers, okay? You have to have the mental capacity and the mindset in order to keep on enduring and keep on going despite everybody leaving you. It can be depressing. It can be heartbreaking to see people, leave you that you thought were going to stay with you throughout the whole period. But it's like, it doesn't matter. They weren't supposed to stay with you. They weren't supposed to go with you either. So it's okay. You have to keep going. You are meant to cross this finish line. Don't allow doubt to creep up. Don't allow fear to creep up and, and hinder you from getting to this finish line, pile number 3. All right, so now let's see what animal. I already see you guys gonna have 2 animals because this cheetah definitely, is this a cheetah or a leopard? I think it's just a leopard or cheetah. I'm not sure. It's in the family, okay? I need to double check. I believe that's a cheetah, so we're going to keep it as a cheetah. But you guys are going to have 2 animal cards. So let's see what other... We already know you guys can be channeling the cheetah energy, the cheetah animal spirit, to help you along this long journey. So let's see what other animal can help you along this journey. All right, spirit. What is pile 3? What animal can pile 3 channel during this time period? All right, the cats. Okay, well, the lynx. And I'm seeing you guys are a big cat people, pile number 3, because this is a second cat family in here. Okay, so it says the lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. All right, so pile number 3. Spirit is saying You are the observer. And I spoke about this a little bit in pile number 2 as well. And because in pile number 2, they got leader. So for you guys, I said there's 4 different things. There's 4 different categories in this world, okay? You have the leaders, you have the followers, you have the creators, and then you have the observers. All right. So pile number 3, the observers are in the smallest percent, okay? They are in the smallest percentage in this entire world because they see the bigger picture. They are able to see what's going on. They are the prophets. They are the people that get shunned. They are the people that get hanged because they see everything that people are not able to see. So you guys are the same. You guys are the keeper of secrets. You guys see others people's secrets, and it's up to you to keep yourself in solitude and silence so that people won't come target you. Basically, people won't start shooting jealousy and envy and, you know, all of this kind of negative energy towards you guys' way. This is how you're able to get past the finish line, being the observer, taking notice of everything, being meticulous, and being able to see like how people move, so you can, when the time comes, you are able to boom and like pass all of them and get to that finish line. So Spirit is saying this is what you need to do. You need to have speed, you need to have strength, you need to have endurance, but you also need to be silent. You also need to be the observer, and you also need to know when, you know, people are trying to deceive you, so you're able to like clock it and keep going, you know, keep going along your path. All right. So it's saying that you guys have a keen sense of intuition, and you guys are able to see people who try to deceive you and see people who don't have the greatest intention. And you know why? It's because you guys have kept yourself in solitude. You guys have honed in on your psychic abilities and your intuition, and you guys have honed in on your discernment of other people. So that's why people aren't able to fool you guys, and you're able to see because you observe. You keep quiet and you observe people around you and how people move, because a lot of people have different motives and a lot of people have bad intentions, but you guys are able to see who all has the good intentions and who all has bad intentions. It's up to you to keep these secrets sacred to you and observe the world, so that when a time comes and it's time for you to cross that finish line, you able to, you know, do what you got to do and endure and pass that finish line. And people gonna look at you, they counting you guys out. That's why I feel like for the pile number 3, people love to count you out. People love to think that you guys are the underdogs. I love rooting for the underdogs, y'all, because I consider myself as an underdog. People think I look innocent and like I'm not smart and stuff like that. Whatever people think, but this is not even for you guys to prove your worth to anybody, because it doesn't even matter. It's for you to be like, oh yeah, that's okay. It's up to you guys to be like, I'm allow people to judge me however way they want to judge me, based off of my appearance, based off of whatever the case may be, okay? Because it's not their business. They don't need to know like how capable you are, how mentally aware you are of what's going on around you, because they won't be able to grasp it anyways. You know, it's just like the Matrix. You guys are able to see through the Matrix, and then you tell somebody like what's going on, and it literally goes from one ear out the other. Like they aren't able to grasp it because they have their shades on. They don't want to see, they don't want to be aware, they don't want to be conscious, but you guys are, and that's why you guys have been on a lonely road. All right. And I'm telling you guys, continue staying on this road, okay? You will get the fruits of your labor. Like I told number 2, the reason why people had to come and go, the reason why people have been temporary and people have been, you know, betraying you or abandoning you, it wasn't for no reason. It's because you're supposed to be alone along this journey until you pass that finish line. On the other side of this finish line is your abundance, but you have to be the one to get there. All right? Don't allow people to project whatever they want to project, because that's everything that they think of themselves. You know, the fear that they project that onto you because they have that fear. Don't allow that to sway you off your path. You're almost there. Okay, pile number 3. So now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to hear? All right. So the first card that came out is the card number 16, and that simplifies to number 7. And it says, you are bright energy. Color uplifts you. All right, pile number 3. So I'm going to tell you the same thing I told pile number 2. You guys are light beings. You guys are star seeds. You guys need to know a star seed is a very lonely road, okay? Being a star seed is a lonely road because we have to tap into our abilities. We have to have discernment, and you can't have discernment if you're surrounded by the noise. You're surrounded by all the rah-rah. You have to be in solitude, pile number 3. Because you exude so many energy that there's a lot of leeches that can be trying to like pull onto your energy and drain you dry, literally. So you have to find time to be in solitude and pour into yourself so your energy, your aura can be even more vibrant, okay? And then the second card came out is card number 6, and it says, remember, love is the key. Love what you have in your life right now. All right. So the same thing is saying, be grateful, pile number 3. Like, I know it's been lonely. I know it's been, a lonely road and a hard road and a long road, but you should still be grateful for all the people that came and went in your path. I literally yesterday, the movie that I watched, which I feel like you guys should watch as well, is Soul. And I watched it one time, but that was a minute ago. And yesterday was the second time I watched it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, maybe you guys need to watch Soul because, it's basically about a guy. I'm sure, watch it on Disney Plus. I'm not even going to tell you the whole synopsis, but Jamie Foxx plays the main character, and he basically lived his life still trying to like worried about the goal, like the finish line, and he was just like, I just got to do this. I haven't had my moment to like play. He was into jazz and he played the piano, and he was just like, I just need to have my moment and yada, yada, yada. This is when my life will be great, when I get here. And so as soon as he got his shot and he got his moment, he was just like, wait, is this it? Like, this is, he was just like, wait, I thought it was going to be different, And the problem was that he was so focused on the end goal that he did not pay attention to the journey, like when he got there, before he was going to even get there, let me move back a little bit. Let me rewind. Before he even got his moment, he died. And so he was just like, what? No, I should not die. I have a concert that I need to be at 7 p.m. today. I cannot be dead right now. Da, 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 da. So this whole movie, he tried his hardest to get back alive so he can get to this concert. And he finally did, doing all of these, twists and turns and stuff like that. He finally got his shot. He was able to come back alive and play the piano. And after the show, he was just like, okay, what's next? And he was just like, we do all of this again tomorrow. And he was like, that's it. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought this was going to be my big shot. Like, I'm going to have everything I ever wanted and more. And so once he got home and he sat down, he was just like, wow, like, I really was just like ready to get to this end goal, and I didn't pay attention to all the memories, all the good memories that I've had along my journey. So that's the same thing with you guys, part number 3. Yes, I know it has been a large sum of it been lonely, but there's definitely been some gems. There's definitely been some beautiful moments that's happened along your path, regardless of how short it was. And that's why I say, like, it's be mindful, be grateful of your journey. Don't worry about the end goal. It's about the journey. Because once you get to the end goal, you'll be like, wow, I thought it was going to be like this because of your expectations. And it's just like, no, you lived a great life. Think about, like, I know is people don't want to like think about their death or anything like that, but death is not something to be feared about, like energy cannot be destroyed or created. Like, we exist, period, So it's like, death is just a period in a sentence. It starts the next life. So think about if tomorrow is your last day. If tomorrow is your last day here on earth, what all would you do? You will be very mindful. You will take in your environment. You will look at everything. You'll look at the small things, and you'll be so grateful. You'll have those conversations and stuff that you've been wanting to have conversations, so you won't have any regrets. So that's why I said live your life every day like it's your last, okay? Pay attention to everybody around you. Just take in how beautiful, just be grateful for the life that you have. Yes, there's going to be hard moments, but there are also good moments. Okay, pile number 3. So don't forget the good moments, regardless of it being lonely or not. I know a large chunk of my life has been lonely, but it's just no, a lot of people that came and left, that we had good moments. We did. So it's sometimes it's easy for us to forget that. So pile number 3, just remember that. All right. So now let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you guys. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to hear during this time period? What does pile number 3 need to hear? All right, so starting off, we have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and then the 9 of Wands. Starting off with the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. The 2 of Swords starts off with you're not able to see. So right now you're in the midst of confusion, whether this is past energy or not, or present energy, whatever the case may be for you guys. You guys were in the midst of the confusion. You guys were in the midst of the noise, not being able to hear your intuition, not being able to see where Spirit is guiding you guys, because you guys have been surrounded by a lot of, energies that were not yours, or you guys probably were taking on energies that were not yours, so you weren't able to clearly see or think about what's next. And so with the 3 of Wands, you guys literally I'm getting the same message from before. You guys have been focused on the goal, the goal, the goal. I only see the goal. I only see the goal. She's looking out in the vast ocean, and she's just I want to be there. I want to be there, right? So with that kind of energy, and then with the Knight of Swords, you're running towards what you think is going to fulfill you. And you're just seeking outside validation, seeking external validation. I know it's going to be greener on the other side. So this is what you think in your head. You're just if I'm here, I know everything is going to work out. I know I'm going to have my fulfillment because I'm running towards it, right? But then with the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands takes a step, and they're hold on, I have the light within me. I am my own fulfillment. I don't need to be seeking outside, to get fulfillment anywhere else. I fulfill my own needs, And when you realize this is when you're able to be the light that you are. This is when you're able to be the starseed that you are, because you pour into yourself and you're the light for other people. You don't need to seek out light in anybody else, because you are the light. We all have the ability to be the light, but a lot of people fall into the trap of seeking outside validation and external validation from other people to tell us about who we are. But it's just we know who we are better than anybody else. So pile number 3, Spirit is saying, remember who you are. Remember your journey. Remember your path is walked on only by you. Nobody else can look at your path and say, this is what you're supposed to do. No, you are your own CEO. You are your own guide, okay? And I know we can forget, with going through psychic readings and all this, that, and the third. Yes, it's okay. Those are all tools that you can utilize. But you also have to remember that you are your own psychic. You are your own, CEO. You are your own guide. All right? Tap into yourself. When you tap into yourself, that brings yourself more fulfillment. All right. You do not have to worry about, what's outside of you. What's the end goal? What's next? Or what's the end goal? Take everything day by day. You are right where you need to be. That's the same message I told pile number 2. And also the 9 of Wands came out for them as well. So this is another confirmation that you can definitely listen to pile number 2 and hear the message. Okay. Because that was a beautiful message. Because you guys are in a new journey. You guys are in a new paradigm. You guys can't continue giving your power out to other people. This is a new paradigm. The new paradigm welcomes you being your true authentic self and you stepping into your power. Don't allow outside people to sway you and to dim your light. No, you have vibrant, bright light. It's time for you to remember who you are and shine your light like the sun. Okay? So now, if you do have any questions for your angels and your spirit guides, we're going to go ahead and answer that for you guys. So go ahead and think of that question and we'll see what spirit says. All right. All right, so the first two cards we got out is ask for help from others. It says ask your angels. Okay, so literally, Spirit is saying you have to ask for guidance, you know, ask for clarity. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have your angels, you have your spirit guides that want to help you. You just have to ask, you know, they can't just like willingly just like interfere, you know. Obviously in certain circumstances they can, but it's just like ask them. They love helping. So it's just like, if you want that guidance, ask your angels for help. Ask your angels for a sign. Like, okay, is this where I'm supposed to be? Like, where do I go? You know, be mindful. You have to ask if you need help. Closed mouths don't get fed. Okay, so definitely ask. And then it says not the right time, and then forgiveness. So right now, what I'm getting from these two cards is that you guys probably have been having a lot of past hurt that you guys, from people, places, and things that you haven't forgiven yet. So it's time for you during this resting period, during this time of isolation, it's time for you to go within and forgive the people, places, and things that rejected you, that abandoned you, that left you, whatever the case may be for you guys. Forgive them, because they were put there, they were activated in order for you to remember who you are. That was the reason why they had to leave you. That was the reason why they had to abandon you. That was the reason why they had to reject you. It's so that you can know your worth. Not everybody around you is supposed to be by you. And the divine is going to utilize them to break your heart in order for you to remember who you are. So during this isolation period, during this time of resting, of rejuvenating, of reflecting, you can forgive the people, the past hurt, past pain, because this past hurt and this baggage cannot come with you in this next version of you, in this next timeline, in this new timeline. It can't come with you. You have to be light as a feather walking into this new season. All right. And that's why Spirit said it's not the right time. It's not the right time for you to rush into anything, into any, you know, any like contracts or anything like that. It's not the right time. You are in the process of healing, of shedding an old layer of yourself. All right, so it's not the right time. So wait, ask your angels for a sign, for more signs, and your spirit will tell you, and your angels will let you know that you will see it in through numbers, synchronicities, watching movies, TV shows. That's what I'm saying. Like, so many movies and TV shows has so many gems, and it will be so serendipitous for you to watch it because you will receive the guidance that you've been asking for. Okay, pile number 3. All right, but that is all I have for you guys right now. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.